Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Echoes of Vinca, the channel where we explore the mysteries of one of the most fascinating prehistoric cultures, the Vinca culture. Today, we have something very special because we are not only going to talk about this enigmatic civilization, but we will also dive into the minds of those who dedicate their lives to studying it. Interviews with experts, conversations with archaeologists and historians about the Vinca culture, its hidden mysteries, and its connection to early European societies. Imagine for a moment that you are an archaeologist. You are in the middle of an excavation in Serbia, surrounded by soil, pottery fragments, and stone tools that haven't seen the light of day in thousands of years. You feel the thrill of a discovery that could change what we know about human history. Well, today we're going to hear firsthand what it means to be in that situation. We'll talk to archaeologists and historians who have spent years studying the remains of the Vinca culture. Because, let's be honest, history is exciting, but hearing it from those who unearth it with their own hands is on another level. Who were the Vinca? Let's start with one of the biggest questions. Who were the Vinca people? Most experts agree that they were one of the most advanced civilizations of Neolithic Europe. They had organized settlements, a proto-writing system, and impressive craftsmanship. But what fascinates us is how they lived, what they believed, and how they interacted with their environment. Archaeologist Dragislav Shrejovic, known for his research on prehistoric cultures in the Balkans and his studies on the Penskiver, stated that the Vinca culture represented one of the first complex societies in Europe, with a level of social and technological organization surprising for its time. According to recent studies, Vinca settlements were arranged in a planned manner, with houses built in rows, something unusual in many Neolithic cultures. We spoke with an archaeologist who told us about the excavations at Belo Brdu, one of the most important Vinca sites. He said that each layer of soil is like a page in a history book that we are only just beginning to read. According to their findings, the Vinca culture may have been one of the first societies to develop a primitive form of writing. We're not talking about simple drawings, but a system of symbols that could have been used to transmit complex information. Imagine that. While other parts of the world were just beginning to experiment with agriculture, the Vinca people were already leaving inscriptions on clay tablets. Trade and economy of the Vinca. One of the points that caught our attention in our conversation was their economy. Evidence has been found that the Vinca practiced long-distance trade. Obsidian remains, which are not naturally found in the region, suggest that there were established trade routes with other cultures. Professor Milutin Garazanin, a key figure in the study of Serbian prehistory, mentioned that the Vinca culture shows remarkable economic development, with a well-established trade of pottery and tools, indicating an advanced social organization. According to his studies, the Vinca economy did not rely solely on agriculture, but also on the production and exchange of manufactured goods. Trade connections may have linked the Vinca with regions as far as Anatolia, providing access to materials like copper, which some believe they may have begun using earlier than other Neolithic groups. This suggests that the Vinca were not an isolated people, but part of a broader network of cultural and technological exchange. The enigmatic clay figures and their possible meanings. Now, let's talk about something that intrigues us all, the mysterious clay figurines. Some depict women with elongated heads and almond-shaped eyes, while others have strange humanoid forms. Were they gods? Were they simple decorative statuettes? One of the historians we spoke with suggested that they might have had a ritual significance, related to fertility and spirituality. But, of course, this is where imagination takes off and theories begin. Some believe there could be a connection with ancient depictions of gods or even visitors from other worlds. Archaeologist Marija Gimbutas, one of the leading researchers of Neolithic cultures in Europe, suggested that these figures might be linked to mother goddess cults, a female deity associated with fertility and regeneration. Gimbutas claimed that Vinca symbolism revealed a matriarchal society with strong spiritual beliefs. Other experts argue that the exaggerated features of some figurines could represent shamanistic visions or depictions of spiritual leaders, rather than literal deities. Some researchers, like Ruth Tringham, have explored the idea that the figurines might have been used in social or ritualistic contexts that we still don't fully understand. Advanced technology and craftsmanship. Another fascinating aspect of the Vinca culture is their craftsmanship. They were among the first European cultures to experiment with metalworking, and some evidence suggests that they had knowledge of copper smelting before it became widespread in Europe. Their pottery was also incredibly advanced, with intricate decorations and a level of refinement that suggests skilled artisans. Many of their ceramic pieces have been found with symmetrical and geometric patterns, leading some experts to wonder whether they had an underlying system of measurement or symbolic meaning attached to their designs. Why did the Vinca culture disappear? Another big question we asked was, why did the Vinca culture disappear? There are several theories, but one of the most accepted is that they may have been absorbed or displaced by new waves of Indo-European populations. There is also evidence that the environment played a key role. Overexploitation of resources and climate changes may have made their way of life unsustainable. According to researcher Ruth Tringham, transitions in prehistoric societies are often linked to a combination of ecological and social factors. The decline of the Vinca culture could have been a gradual process in response to environmental changes and the arrival of new cultural influences. Some scholars believe that the arrival of more hierarchical and warlike Indo-European groups disrupted the egalitarian structure of Vinca society. Others argue that internal social changes, economic shifts, or natural disasters could have contributed to their decline. The passion for archaeology and the study of the Vinca. Finally, we asked our interviewees what motivates them to continue studying this culture. And this is where their passion becomes evident. For them, every pottery fragment, every symbol on a tablet, every remnant of an ancient dwelling is a piece of a puzzle we are still assembling. The Vinca culture is not just a relic of the past. It speaks to us about how societies evolve, how we interact with our environment, and how, even thousands of years ago, humanity was already creating art, trade, and forms of communication that connect us with them to this day. Even now, new discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of the Vinca, from recent excavations that have revealed new settlements to emerging theories about their possible written language. The study of this culture is far from over. History is a living thing, it grows with each new discovery. Who knows what secrets the soil of Serbia still hides? See you in the next episode of Echoes of Vinca.